Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so it takes a minute to register that I'm live, so I never really know when I'm live until I go back and watch the replay. So I'm trying to stop doing things like fidgeting because it was catching me fidget, and I don't want to do that. How are you? It is Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yesterday was an interesting day. I had a munchkin with me all day. So for those of you who rescheduled, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so today is going to be an interesting day because I can think straight. Thank you, Charlena. Thank you. Yeah, it was so heavy and it got so dark, and yeah, COVID, I really tried to go really natural, and well, anyway, so yeah, I like to be lighter and brighter, and I have thick hair, so it's heavy, so thank you. All right, enough of the hair saga. I know you guys have been on the hair saga with me for years now. All right, so it is Tuesday. If you didn't get a chance to look at the weekly reading, it's short. It's only like 5 minutes because, again, I was trying to film while the munchkin was here. So it's a short one, but I put it up because I really felt like it was a good message, even though it's short, so for the week. So take a look at that if you didn't. It's on the YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. I am posting more videos there that are a little different than what I'm posting on Facebook. Because Facebook I typically go live, and YouTube I'm not there yet with being able to go live. So I'm doing a lot of just posting, but yeah, so it's really fun and I like it, and messages is still coming through. Spirit is still with us. So there's December, and then there's one for this week. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Carm. All right, so let's see what is going on today. Also, guidance311.com, all my services, and there is a holiday 2021 coupon for 25% off any service. So there's my commercial. That's my commercial. So let's see what Spirit's got for us today. There we go. Wow. 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 Eight of Earth. Education, focus, details. And I'm going to be honest with you, this did come out in the weekly. Because it's time. It's time to look at where do I need more knowledge. It's time to look at getting very serious about what it is that you want to step into, what it is that you're doing. For some of you, you're learning new jobs, you're learning new roles. That things have shifted, whether it's the role in the family or the role in a relationship. For some of you, it's the new role of being single. For some of you, it's the new role of being partnered up. For some of you, it's looking at starting your own business, and for some of you, it's career change. So I really feel like this is just saying, get grounded, get focused, make sure you read the fine print, get the details, ask the questions. There's no stupid question. Ask the question. If you're career changing or you're on a new job, ask the question. If you're really having a new role, ask the questions. Because you're coming into this plenty, you're coming into this bounty, but it's not going to come fast, or it's not going to come in the way that you want it to, or maybe as big as you want it to, unless you do the getting the information, the details. Don't let your pride get in the way of asking for what you need. Especially if it's something you've never done before. If it's a career change or a new job. Ask from your heart. I really don't know what this means, or I really don't know how to do this. Could you show me? I'm really struggling with this. Help. When it comes from your heart, it will be received. Because the page of earth is here to say, studious, prepared, cheerful. Yes, if you do the studying, if you get prepared, you ask the questions, you get the education, you're coming into this new, grounded, happy, successful energy. Good morning, Mandy. But you have to do your part. You have to do your part by going, help when you need to. And for some of you, it might be networking. Maybe you do need to talk to someone who has started their own business, or maybe you need to talk to someone who is single, especially if you're newly single. Or maybe you need to talk to your new partner because there have been issues coming up that you don't want to sweep under the rug so that they become bigger down the road. So whatever your situation is, it's about being open. It's about being accepting. It's about being vulnerable is what it feels like. That being vulnerable, as you learn something new, as you step into something new, that is what is going to help you be the most successful. If you let the pride get in the way of getting the details, of getting the information, you're going to end up bumping your nose. And Spirit's like, no, we don't want you to bump your nose. You've done that already. Now it's time to take those lessons and say, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath, and it's uncomfortable, and this is not something I like to do, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be transparent. Because it's time to come into the 3 of earth. Being recognized for your talent. Being a co-creator of your life. Getting into collaboration with the people around you. Partnering with the people who have been successful. Partnering with the people who've been in your shoes before. Knowing that it's okay to be vulnerable, that you're protected. It's okay. You've got this. Because it's all about coming into prosperity, security, and tradition. Look at that. It's all leading you to the 10 of earth. It's all leading you to the 10 of pentacles. It's all leading you to the abundance and the prosperity and the security and the stability. But you can't get there on your own. And I think that's what I'm getting the most out of this reading. We can't get there on our own. We have to collaborate. We have to partner. We have to network. We have to get vulnerable with the people around us and say, help. I don't know what I'm doing. And for some of us, it's help. I need to learn something new. I need to learn how to be different. I need to learn how to ask. I need to learn how to accept, receive. If you're someone that's always been the striver and the driver and the forcer and the pusher to get whatever you needed, it's not going to work. That's what this is telling me. It's not going to work. You've got to get in the co-creative role. Whether that's co-creating your reality with your partner, with your boss, with your coworker, or with your angels. Being vulnerable and saying, I can't do this alone. Help. Because they want to lead you to what is for you. They want to get you to the success and the abundance, the prosperity, the security, the stability. It's time. It's time to feel stable. It's time to feel grounded. It's time to feel connected. And for those of you that have been isolated and bumping your nose and feeling like you can't get out of your own way, maybe you've been buying into self-sabotage, telling yourself that you can't, so you can't. Now it's time to tell yourself that you can, so you can. Receive. You can, because it's time. It's time to get into receiving. Yeah, because wise counselor, belonging, learning, traditions. It's time. It's time to get into the wise counsel that is in your soul, in the wise counsel that is within you, and start to trust it and act on it. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to do the learning, to get the education. For some of you, you might even be starting to go back to school. Maybe you're stepping into a certification course. Maybe you're taking a class online. Whatever it is, it's being supported. Good morning, Jen. Whatever it is about getting vulnerable and asking for help. to get grounded, to get connected, to get into this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Earth energy. And you get there by being focused, getting the learning or help, using your talents and gifts to get into the security. Now on these two cards, I'm seeing the word tradition, traditions. So for some of you, it is about starting new traditions. For some of you, this energy is going to start opening you up to new ways of being and doing. Maybe you don't go to those family gatherings. Maybe you don't go to those company parties because they've been toxic to you or you have not felt accepted. It feels like it really is about you going with your gut and knowing that whatever the role is that's changing in your life, it's okay to change the tradition that goes with it, to start new traditions for yourself. It's okay. It's okay to say, I'm going to do something different because I'm still going to be safe, I'm still going to be stable, I'm still going to be supported. It's just going to be with new people, new situations, a new role. But it's okay because look at that. Look at that. I'm going to be grounded. I'm going to be connected. I'm going to be co-creating my reality. Shoring up my foundation. Feeling stable. And for some of us, stable for the very first time in a very long time. For some of us, we're stepping into that partnership or new relationship that has been unlike anything we've had before because it's supportive, it's loving, it's transparent. For some of us, we're stepping into that new job that we've always wanted, but we were afraid to reach out for, and now it's coming to us and we're grabbing on. And for some of us, we're starting our own. We're starting our own job, we're starting our own passion, we're starting our own project that is going to bring us into the stability and happiness that we're looking for. That's ours. That's what we're here to have. So it's time. It's time to partner with wherever you're being brought to partner, whether that's with your non-physical or whether that's in the physical. And look at that. That's a number 5. We're changing. Things are shifting and changing. And now it's time to get into the new traditions. It's time to get into the receiving. It's time to get into the learning. It's time. It's time. Yeah. And on the bottom of the deck was the King of Air, which is, look at that, knowledgeable, objective, respected, because that's what you're coming into. You're coming into this grounded, seasoned energy where you're going to be respected for your knowledge. You're going to be respected for your decisions and choices. And it's time. And it's time for you to accept that respect. It's time for you to know that it is for you. I like this energy a lot. I like this energy a lot. Whew, all right, not feeling those. So I was going to pull an angel guide, and actually what I was shuffling, I was hearing Oracle of the 7 Energies. So let's get an Oracle of the 7 Energies to go with this message today. I love it. Beyond the ordinary, which is extraordinary. It's time to become extraordinary, extraordinary. big, seen, heard. I want it to focus on the words. Come on. Yeah, there it is. The mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. Beyond our ordinary worlds, defined by our memory, our intellect, and our five senses, is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality called by some the great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, but rather has its own way of working that is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When we want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not yet in place. Things may be still in flux, so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is a present, unknowable, and yet as yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. We're human. We want to know the how, we want to know the when. And sometimes, because of choices and decisions, the universe has to play catch up and bring it to us in the way that we unexpect it. We don't know it's going to come in that way. We don't know how big and powerful it will happen or manifest. Stay open to the possibility. Stay grateful for what is. Keep doing what you can do in the day. Stay in the now moment. Allow it to come to you. Let go of expectation. I've talked to many people this week who keep telling me, Melissa, I'm really having a hard time connecting with spirit. I'm having a hard time in meditation. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying. And that's what I've had to say to them. Let go of the trying. The trying is what's blocking spirit from being able to come in. It's the allowing that allows spirit to come in. Just be open to possibility. So if you find yourself anxious because you're not sure how things are going to shape up or how things are going to work out for you, breathe. Connect to your breath. That's it. Breathe. In and out. In and out. Until you can feel your energy just settle. Till you can feel grounded and connected to Mother Gaia. Know that you are not alone. Everything is working out. It's going to be extraordinary. But when we're going through it, when everything's falling apart, or when things aren't happening when we need them to, and we got to figure it out, it's hard to believe. But if you can stay grateful, stay in gratitude, or request a most benevolent outcome, and let it go. You're partnering, you're co-creating with the non-physical. You're putting your intention out there as to what you want. You may not receive it exactly how you want it, but remember, you're going to receive it in a way that's the best way for you. Trust. Believe. It's a beautiful message today, it really is. Didn't see that coming. I got a little emotional. All right. Because I feel like whoever's watching this or whoever will watch this on the replay, there's something going on that you're really, really struggling with. And Spirit just wants you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. With that being said, I am going to pull an angel answer card to kind of support what you're going through. So let's see what the angels want to kind of help you. Let's see what comes out. Yeah. All right. So for some of you, or for whoever is really struggling, it's get more information. It's you don't have all, that's why you're struggling, because you don't have all the information. It feels like whatever the situation is, the reason you need more information is because who is giving you the information isn't giving you the whole information. It's like lying by omission. They're giving you a part of it. Or they're giving you the part they think you can handle, or they want you to have. They don't want you to know the whole picture, all right? So for some of you who feel like you're not getting the whole picture, you feel like there is something going on that you can feel, but you're not being told about, get more information. Ask around, do research, network, partner, but it feels like you're not getting the whole story. You're not getting, it's not like they're outright lying, they're fabricating anything. It just feels like they're not giving you the whole picture. That's what I keep saying. You're not getting the whole picture. All right, so that's for maybe just a few of you or just one of you, but I definitely felt that. All right. Whew, good message today. So, that is what I have for you today. I'm really excited to continue to offer the integrative energy therapy. It's going very well. If you're someone who is looking to start to heal some of this internal old trauma, old hurts, old abuses, or you're someone who really, really, really can't get out of your own head, the stories, the patterns, the thought patterns, that's what integrative energy therapy does. It helps to release stuck energy that we've been holding on to. Energy can't be destroyed, so we have to do something with it, and that's what the integrative energy therapy does. I partner with the angels, the archangels, 9, sometimes more, depending on who comes in. And we get into your energy and we help to release the blockages, the stuck energy, the traumas and dramas, or the issues in your tissues that are holding you back. And also as a master teacher instructor, I'm also able to go in and the spiritual DNA, because our DNA is waking up. Our DNA is waking up, and that's why so many people in this energy are waking up. They're feeling their connection to the non-physical. They're feeling their connection to spirit. Mandy, I would, honey. I would. Get healthy. Definitely get healthy. Good morning, Deb. Good morning. Yeah. So when you're ready, no hurry. But please, I will send prayers. Please get well. So that's what the IET does. And the spiritual DNA, that's why people are waking up, because their DNA is waking up. And absolutely. And that's why we're feeling the connection to spirit. We're feeling the connection to the non-physical in a way that we've never felt before. Many of us, connecting with crossed over loved ones, or just feeling the energy of things. Really tapping into being able to feel, see, hear, and know things in a way that's not in our physical presence. So for many people, it's disconcerting because they don't know what's going on. They just know that something isn't right. For some of you, you're feeling the ascension symptoms. You're feeling the headache. You're feeling the fatigue. You're feeling the energy pulling on you in a way that doesn't feel good. And for some people that I've worked with, they've done the whole medical gambit, and there's no medical reason for what they're feeling because it's energetic. So if you're someone going through that, definitely explore the medical, but if they can't pinpoint it, then it's time to look at the energetic. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. So that's what the IET does, is we get into the energy. integrative energy therapy. We get into the energy. We get into your aura. We get into your chakras. We get into your meridians. The angels, the higher vibrational beings, are able to get into the energetic body in a way that we can't in our physical humanness. So I love the work that I'm doing with the folks because it really is life-changing, because we're releasing those energy patterns that have been holding you back. And once they're released, they're gone. It's a permanent release, and it's layer by layer by layer. So, you know, integrative energy therapy isn't the end-all be-all. It's not one and done. It is a process, and I do absolutely, you know, want to put it out there that it's important that you also do the other healing pieces, you know, making sure you're doing stuff for your mental, your emotional, and your physical. So, you know, eating right, getting enough sleep, exercising, reading inspirational material, listening to inspirational material, learning as much as you can about what you're feeling and experiencing, because it's a whole system. It's not just one system. But the integrative energy therapy is a big piece of that, because up until 100 years ago, or up until, I don't know, even the harmonic convergence, you know, the energy piece was not out there so much. It was, but it was more in the shadows, or it was more hidden, and now it's becoming more mainstream, I guess you could call it. People talk about the vibes they're feeling. People know that there's more going on, even if they don't necessarily talk about it a lot, than what they can feel, hear, see, touch, and smell and taste. So, big stuff. And so that's why I really enjoy my partnering with those of you who are ready to step into the healing process, and those of you who have. So, one of the questions I got recently was, you know, what is the average? What is the average amount of sessions? Some people do one session and they're good. Some people do the package of 3 and they're good. But more often than not, what I have found with the people that I work with, I can't say this about any other practitioner or instructor or trainer or teacher, is it feels mostly on the average sessions to really kind of get into your issues and your tissues in a way that you really feel like there's been significant growth. Is about 6. Some people just continue. Some people, again, you know, they do the 1 and they're like, okay, that felt good, I'm good. And then I have people who have had it and then they come back months later and like, well, I'd like to do that again for the next layer. Because remember, we're layered. We're layered beings. You know, it's why it's the issues in your tissues, because those tissues are layered. Those issues are layered, you know. Some of that trauma and drama is stuff from early childhood. You could even say some of the energetic work we do does help the inner child. You can say that, you know, some of the inner work we does help with the way you think about things and how you crave things, addiction, self-sabotage, abuse, neglect. So it just depends on where you are. But it's been good. It's been really good. And I just want to put it out there, because I know that there are many people who are walking around knowing that they've got real situations and real emotions and real hurts that hold them back. Relationships they just can't let go of, that just the woulda, coulda, shoulda. The pain of thinking that there could have been more done, or the why did that not work out? And it can haunt you, And so, you know, that's what we do in the integrative energy therapy, is we really talk about, you know, what the intention is for each session. And when we set an intention, the angels know, okay, this is what we're going to focus on mostly. They're still going to go in the other areas, but mostly this is what we're going to work on. And that's when we can really start feeling the change. And so sometimes the first 3 sessions are really kind of us getting to know each other, and you kind of really maybe thinking about things in a new perspective in a way that you hadn't ever really thought of them, but recognizing now why things are affecting you the way they are because of what has come up in the 3 sessions. And then we go deeper in the next 3. So it is big change. It is big change, but it is a process. It is a journey. And that's why it's important to be also making sure that through the journey, you are not just waiting for the IET to do its magic. It's gonna, but it's important that you also take care of yourself, and you also keep working on the healing from your end, making sure that you're getting enough sleep, making sure you're getting enough rest, making sure you're having joy, making sure you're grounding, making sure you're really focused on taking care of yourself. Because when we are in our traumas and dramas, that is when we self-sabotage, that is when we overeat, that is when we overspend, that is when we have very disorganized lives. We people please, we give way too much. So it's important to be able to look at all of that and do your part between sessions. Because the sessions are, I don't schedule them more than 3 weeks closer, because it is a lot of energy, and there will be things that come up as the weeks go by, as you live your life, that have to be released, that have to be recognized. And that sometimes brings you to the more healing that you need, because these things are coming up. You're like, oh, I didn't know I was holding on to that quite that way. Or, oh, I didn't even realize I was holding on to that at all. And then the other thing that I'm finding in my healing modality is that because there are parts of us that we've shut down, because there are parts of us that we ignore, because that's how we cope, the IET opens us back up. It helps us to feel things in a way that we haven't felt in a long time, because we've been shutting that part off, or we've been stuffing that part down. And so that's one of the things that I've been helping folks with as they journey through this, is that what's coming up and what they're feeling that might be uncomfortable is because it's reintegrating. They're reintegrating emotions that they kind of cut off, or they ignored, or they pushed down in a way that they aren't able to recognize or feel. And when they start feeling that again, it's uncomfortable. So the reintegration process absolutely kind of highlights where your healing is happening. So it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. So again, didn't know I was going to have this little chat with you guys today, but if you're watching this on the replay, please hashtag replay. Right now there is 25% off one IET session. And also there is a package that is 3 IET sessions that is $100 less than if you did them individually. The coupon does not apply to the package because that is already discounted. But either way, I think it's a good bang for your buck, especially if you're going to be able to start being healthier and happier and more aware of the choices and decisions that you make, so that you can step into your power and make choices and decisions that are going to empower you going forward. It's good stuff. If you have any questions, or if you're wondering if this is a healing modality that would be beneficial for you, you can always email me at guidance311@guidance311.com. The email is in the description above. And we can have that conversation. I do on the website, you can schedule a 20-minute free call with me to see if we're a good fit for each other, or to answer your questions about if this would specifically kind of address your unique situation, because every situation is unique. Absolutely. So all of the information is in the description box, the coupon code, my website, and the email address. So guys, I'm going to leave it right there. That's what I have for you today. I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.